Hi Capricorn, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. So this is your reading for your love reading, your 21 card Gypsy Tarot love reading for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. Universe Spirit, show me what's coming in, love-wise, for Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs. Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs. Capricorn, Sun, and Rising signs for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. A 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread, show me. Alright, so we split the deck into 3 as usual. 1, 2, 3. We'll collect that back up and let's have a look what's coming out for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's pull this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Right, so where are you mentally? Where's your focus? Two of Swords in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse means sometimes you can be reluctant to make a decision. So the situation might be about, sometimes this can be that you decide to make, it depends really. The cards can have many meanings. But the Two of Swords reverse can say, well, I make a definitive decision or I'm seeing the light. But sometimes it can mean stagnation and suppressing making a decision. Around that, how do you feel about this mentally and emotionally, Capricorn? The Empress. You feel the Empress around this. Well, the Empress means to be content and comfortable. So you seem to be quite comfortable. Maybe you're not making a decision right now around an individual with the Empress energy. What's the reason for that? With the Wheel of Fortune, it might be that you feel it's not the right time to make some form of a decision here. I think that you might feel that it's the right time not to make a decision. Because in your present situation, Capricorn, the situation is all about walking away, 8 of Cups in the upright. Around that, what are you experiencing? The Star. Okay, so I feel that right now you're experiencing a time of great clarity, healing, cleansing with that Star card. You've got a great inspiration. You've got great motivation with that Star energy. You've got great hope. I think the situation is all about walking away, but around that you're experiencing a time of great insight concerning this. And what's the reason for that? Well, it could be to do with money. It might be that with this Page of Pentacles that this is not something that you can invest in, that you can actually work with at the moment with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. It might be something to do with finances as well, potentially lack of finances with that Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel that this is great insight that you're experiencing around walking away from someone. It might be something to do with finances with that Page of Pentacles. It could also be a child. That's why I think that you're very content kind of to put a decision on hold with the Two of Swords in the reverse, because it's not the right time with the Wheel of Fortune, or it might not end in your favour very well. Around your expectations, Capricorn, well, your hopes, sorry, the situation is all about the Four of Swords in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse is all about taking action, okay? This is all about making a decision. Around that, what are your hopes? Well, the Four of Coins. I think I think a lot of this might be money based for some of you guys. The hopes might be to be if you were to take action, then the Four of Coins. The hopes are, well, maybe it's either that you're going to gain something financially, or that you're going to be comfortable, well looked after, maybe protected, or you're holding, or the hope is to hold on to something financial here with this Four of Coins showing here. What's the reason for that? Because of the Three of Wands in the reverse. So the Three of Wands in the reverse is about a failure to launch. It's also lack. It's also a failed venture with that Three of Wands. It might also be that you don't see a future with a particular person. Okay, so it might be that your options are limited, for example, for some of you Capricorns, because Three of Wands in the reverse can be, well, my options are limited. Okay, so I feel that for some of you guys, around your hopes, well, the situation is all about you guys finally taking action. Around that, the hopes would be either that you're going to gain something financial, or that you'll be well protected and looked after with that Four of Coins energy. It might be because your options are limited right now in terms of your future goals, how you're going to get money in a relationship, how you're going to live, that type of thing with the Three of Wands in the reverse. Might be also that you've been waiting for something or some news with that Three of Wands in the reverse. What are your expectations? The situation is about the Chariot. So Chariot is all about moving on, trying to, after a bumpy road, attain success and victory. This is also about having an internal struggle. Around that Chariot, what are your expectations? The Strength card in the reverse. I think it's the expectations are that the situation is all about you trying to gain control, I think, of a situation here, Capricorn. And around that, it might be that you're expecting, with the Strength card in the reverse, to lose. Because the Strength card in the reverse says, I lose control of a situation. And what's the reason for Strength in the reverse? Because of the Seven of Coins in the reverse, in the upright. This might be something to do with having to wait. Wait for an investment to come through, or wait for money to come through. I'm getting, for some reason in this reading, that some of you guys are reluctant to make a decision on a relationship, and it's got to do with some form of finances, or getting something financially. What's going on what can you not see coming in, Capricorn? Well, the situation is all about a Knight of Cups. This might be a Pisces individual, or somebody who's open to offering you something. It could also be an apology. Around that, what will you not see coming in? Could be a new relationship. Ace of Wands. What's the reason for the Ace of Wands? Five of Cups. Because somebody's given up on a situation. Might be either that whoever it is that you want to leave here, but you're waiting. You're waiting to make a decision. It might be to do with a child, pregnancy, or not being the right time, or money. It might be what you can't see coming in is finally some form of an offer. Around that, what you can't see, the situation is about an offer, Knight of Cups. Around that, what you can't see coming in is a fresh start with the Ace of Cups, or something sprouting. There's growth here with this Ace of Wands energy showing here. It looks like somebody gives up or gives in on a situation. That's interesting reading. Immediate future, Capricorn. Six of Swords is a situation, being able to move on. Around that, what will you experience coming in? I'm seeing a move coming in, Knight of Wands. You're charging in a new direction, Capricorn, with the Knight of Wands. What's the reason for that? You get the breakthrough that you want, the Ace of Swords. Some of you guys are going to get a breakthrough here. I know it's a love reading, but I think that a lot of this love reading is tied up in wanting to leave a relationship, but not being able to do it, probably for financial reasons for some of you guys. But I think that you're going to get what you want. The overall outcome shows, well, happiness. Ten of Cups is a situation. Okay, so this is about final completion, a happy conclusion to a situation. Around that, what will you experience? The Emperor. Okay, so this happy conclusion might be to do with an emperor, somebody who's quite powerful, an authority figure, somebody who's very important to you. What's the reason for that emperor? I think that this is more about you guys rebuilding here. I'm seeing a happy conclusion being the situation. Around that, the overall outcome is you guys being able to finally start rebuilding something about your lives. And why is that? Because of the Magician. I think it's the time. You're going to get the go-ahead to do something here in terms of love. I think that you guys will finally, if this resonates with you, I don't expect this to resonate with a whole heap of people, to be honest with you. It just feels very, very specific, the reading does. But I actually feel here, Capricorn, that, let's go back through the reading. Two of Swords is the situation. I think you're delaying making a decision here. I think that you're putting off making a decision with the Two of Swords. Around that, mentally and emotionally, I feel that you're very comfortable doing that with the Empress energy, because it's not the right time, or it might lead to a bad outcome if you were to make a decision right now in terms of a relationship. I feel around your present situation, the situation is all about you walking away. But around that, I think in the present, you've got great insight that this is something that you cannot invest in at the moment. It's something that you shouldn't really be looking into at the moment. You've got to be very cautious about this. It could also be something, I think, to do with money. A lack of shortage, or some great shortage concerning money, I feel, with this Page of Coins in the reverse, because your hopes are, well, the situation is about taking action. Four of Swords in the reverse. Around that, you would hope that if you took action, you'd be able to maybe gain something financially from this with the Four of Coins, or you'd be comfortable with the Four of Coins energy. Maybe some of you guys, your situation is limited with that Three of Wands in the reverse. Around your expectations, the situation is all about taking control of the situation. But around that, you would expect to have maybe some form of failure, or to be overwhelmed by another individual with the Strength energy in the reverse, or lack control in the situation, because it looks like you guys are waiting for some results to come through, or you're waiting for some money or something like that to come through with this Seven of Coins energy. So it looks like you're expecting to have to, if you were going to take control of the situation, maybe walk away, you'd be in a worse place than you are right now for some of you Capricorns. What you can't see coming in, the situation is about somebody who's making you an offer. Around that, what you can't see right now coming in is that there's going to be a new beginning concerning that offer here. I think somebody admits defeats or accepts the situation for what it is. The immediate future, the situation is all about you guys moving on, Six of Swords leaving. Around that, what you'd experience is being able to move, Knight of Wands, because you've finally got the go-ahead, you've got the breakthrough that you need, Capricorn. And the overall outcome, the situation is all about feeling happy, a happy conclusion to the situation. Around that, you'll experience the Emperor being able to start rebuilding, feeling more in control. And why is that? Because of the Magician. I think that new things are starting to manifest for you in terms of life. I think that this reading was probably more focused on people who are looking to leave a relationship. Okay, I don't think all of this will pan out in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Capricorn, but I think that certainly by the end of, say, February going into March with this reading, you guys are actually, if this resonates with any of you guys at all, you're actually going to find that you're going to be actually able to leave the relationship and get what you need at the same time. Whether it's the house, whether it's a payout, money, whatever it is, you're going to be able to do that. Alright, that's your reading, my darlings. Thanks for your time. See you on your live spread. Take care. Bye-bye.